No, sir. No, sirree, sir. No, sir. When you find a story like that on the internet, is you start picking apart names in there and finding out who's who. And when you find out one of them is a sergeant major, retired with the 10th Special Forces Group, that you're attaching yourself to like a leech and trying to build up your fucking bullshit resume, you contact that sergeant major, and guess what? He knows who I am. So you start pissing off SEAL senior chiefs, and you start pissing off sergeant majors in the 10th Special Forces Group. You got your hands full. None of us like this stuff. We're all aggressive type A personalities, and we'll just go for you.
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, good. Just driving right now all the time. I got hands free. Okay, so you got a couple minutes. Hey, I just have a friend of mine that's on the call with us also. He's thinking about coming out and hiking with us. So just figure we talk real quick and have a general conversation. Sure.
Hey, William, it's Don. How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I think I might be up for a long hike. Saw what you guys were doing, read some newspapers articles. I think it's a great cause. Also saw your GoFundMe page. Are you doing something a little bit different with the charity than the Appalachian Trail?
Well, to begin with, I need to change that around. I don't think I've had a single donation yet. I've been to a lot of, PTSD residential treatment programs and whatnot. And I've been on a lot of camping trips and things like that with guys, other vets. And, other vets that have been in contact, and they seem to open up more when they're in a peaceful environment outdoors with other vets than they do sitting in a classroom somewhere with, being judged by a psychiatrist. And that was my goal for that.
Wow. I saw a picture of a beautiful service dog up there. Can I ask what happened to you? I don't want to get too personal, but what happened to you?
Yes, sir. I don't mind whatsoever. 2005. Well, see, I originally started off as a Navy Seabee, and then I got into demolitions with DOD, and so basically my second tour out rat in 2005. What had happened was we were on patrol looking for IEDs, and we were kind of like escorting a fuel tanker from LSA Anaconda, which was in Milan, to south through Tigrit, and the daisy chain AD went off. I was in the turret of the Humvee, and with Lee Humvee, and I took some shrapnel in my lower spine. And I've got traumatic brain injury, and the chronic PTSD.
Ouch. I feel, well, that'll wake you up in the morning, I guess. Hey, I clicked on your, go ahead.
It doesn't slow me down anymore at all. I mean, it's been some years now, and I have a 4-year-old. Well, he's 6 to be 4. He's kept me on my toes quite a bit. So, and I exercise quite frequently. I don't like to try to let anything hold me down or hold me back from being physical. From my physical fitness and stuff. So.
Well, that Appalachian Trail is a long hump, but I'm sure you're capable. I saw something on your Facebook page. Were you also a SEAL?
No, I was actually attached with Team 4 for one tour. They needed the NEOD guy for a few months. So I was attached with them. I wasn't actually a SEAL, but I was attached with them.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But you were an EOD guy in the Navy then.
Yes, definitely.
I saw something up there that kind of looked like a SEAL trident tattooed on your neck.
Yeah, I do have a SEAL trident tattooed on my neck. I did have to go through underwater demolitions, and everything, and that earned me. They gave me, well, basically that ended me up with the trident.
Oh, okay.
Going through the training, so they gave me the trident. So.
Oh my, fantastic! What a bunch of great guys. Did you recall a training class that you went through for SEALs?
Oh yeah, definitely. First we went through BUDS for a while. It was about this was a while ago. This was back in 2002, 2003 kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember a training class number?
I can't. I've got all the paperwork at home.
Okay, good.
And that's one thing. Part of the traumatic brain injuries and memory loss.
Oh yeah.
I have some memory loss too, but I've got the paperwork at home.
Does the dog help you with any of that? Does he alert to your disabilities?
Oh yeah. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Definitely. She knows if I forget something. She knows like my regular routine, and she definitely helps with a lot of stuff. She wakes me up out of nightmares, with the PTSD. She'll even help me drag the trash cans to the curb, even though I don't need her to. She's trained to do stuff like that.
You deal with the wounded warrior?
I'm sorry. I think my class was 290.
Oh, 290.
My class was 290. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Did you have any dealings with the Wounded Warriors? Are you familiar with that program?
Yeah, I'm an alumni with Wounded Warrior.
Have you had any interaction with those guys? It's a great charity.
Yeah, I actually have. I spoke to. Let's see. Ed. What's his last name? Ed something. Oh shoot! I spoke with this guy named Ed yesterday. He's been trying to get me concert tickets, things, whatnot. Just to be active. But I'm trying to get in with Team Rubicon. To do stuff for communities that been in disasters, natural disasters, stuff like that, disaster relief recovery.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Rubicon as well. They're just they're great things. So that's great. You sure about that 290?
I believe it was 290.
Yeah,
I believe it was.
I was just having a look at your service record here. It doesn't say anything about BUDS. It doesn't say anything about EOD. William says you were a UT, discharged as an E3. Highest award was a Navy Achievement Medal, which was a nice award. I see you did do a tour over there, but it looked like most of your time was spent in Gulfport. That sound about right?
Yeah, that was my CV record. Yeah.
So there's a different record for EOD and SEAL?
I had no idea, but I was there.
You had any trouble with the law, William?
That was the small misdemeanor stuff.
Yeah. Look, get right to it. I got sent some of this stuff, and I was doing some looking at the newspaper articles that were written about this, your GoFundMe page, Facebook pages, arrest records. I pulled your military records today. I'm retired Navy SEAL Senior Chief Don Shipley, bro. I didn't find any listing of you there, and your records don't show anything about SEAL training. Don't say anything about being EOD. And you're linking on to some pretty heavy charities, and you're running a bunch of bullshit scams. Now you're trying to hike the Appalachian Trail with a couple of deserving guys, and I'm not sure what you're trying to swing into there and get your mitts in, but it sounds like you're just trying to build this up so you can better scam some other folks. What do you think about that? Does that make sense at all or no?
No, sir, it doesn't.
No.
I'm just trying to help.
Did you really go to Bud's training?
No, I didn't go through Bud's training, but I didn't.
So that was, you never went to the SEAL compound in Coronado?
No, I never been to Coronado.
Okay. Did you go to EOD training?
Yeah, I had some EOD training while I was in the service. Yes, I did. I did have some training. Didn't complete, but yeah, I did have some.
Meaning the guys were there on the same base you were as a CB, and you ate chow with them. Does that sound about the extent of that?
Not.
You know, the problem, William, is the theft from these charities. The service dog, I'm guessing you probably got that thing from a pound and are calling it that to better your bullshit story. So, you can call me a liar, but I think you're just out scamming these charities with this bullshit. And for you to get on an Appalachian Trail hike and gain all the publicity from a couple of rock star Army guys like the Sergeant Major and the Colonel, I tell you what, I'm going to get off of here, but I think you owe that Sergeant Major a big apology, bro. And I don't know where this is all going, but it ain't good for you. The next phone call I'm making is to the Wounded Warrior Project. We're going to end your reign over there. Make sense?
What have I done? Well, I mean, what have I done to try to help? That's all I'm doing is trying to help. I'm not trying to bullshit anybody.
You lied about being a SEAL. I know you're lying about the EOD. You've gone to the lengths of tattooing. You've gone to the lengths of tattooing a SEAL trident into your neck that really looks good on those mug shots of yours. That's impressive. And nobody does that with the exception of they're trying to scam people with these SEAL tattoos. Who would go to the lengths of tattooing a SEAL trident on their neck if they weren't a SEAL? You're validating it. Now you got a service dog for shit that never happened. There's no combat action ribbon. There's no Purple Hearts. There's no record of any of that. You got a Navy Achievement Medal. But now you got a service dog for your PTSDs and nightmares that helps you find a trash can. So, pretty clear to me, man. You are out there scamming dudes. And it sucks.
I'm not scamming anybody, man.
You've never taken anything from the Wounded Warrior program? Did they send you concert tickets? Are you trying to get your rent paid, your bills paid through those guys?
No, I've never scammed anybody in my life.
Have you been asking the Wounded Warriors for rent payments, bills, concert tickets, all that stuff?
No, they offer this stuff to me. They've offered me the concert tickets. They've got my award letters and everything from the VA.
So they just happened to stumble across you and just showered you with these gifts. You never contacted them?
No, I never contacted the Wounded Warrior Project. Okay. They contacted me through a program at the VA whenever I was in the VA.
And what kind of program would the VA be hosting?
Help raise money for this foundation.
And what would the VA be concerned with an E3CB with no decorations for valor, combat injuries, combat action? What are you over at the VA for? Because it certainly wasn't from a Humvee explosion, William.
Well, there's records for that. I don't know what you got there, but there's records for that.
You got your Navy records.
And I know who you are, Don. I know who you are, Don, and I know that you've made it your life's mission to, go out there and say that people that claim that they're this, aren't, everything. I'm not trying to defraud anybody. All I was trying to do was help and do this and help raise money for this foundation. I'm not trying to get a dime for anything.
I'll leave it with the sergeant major. If he wasn't deceived under pretenses that when you contacted him, that you were something that you were not, to go on that hike with him.
Yeah, I never told him anything about what I was. It was never spoken about.
Hey, Billy, I'm gonna go ahead and step in here now, Billy. It's just like our relationship, one, is going to be done, but just the other night when we talked, you said, hey, Paul, I know you were in special operations, and you said that you were in special ops also, and this is when this all began. So defrauding, and just telling people something that you're not. There's a lot of good people that haven't come home that actually earned all these awards and those things, and you haven't. So as far as you and I are concerned, our relationship is done. I'll tell you that right up front. The other thing is that if this continues on, if there's going to be action taken either way, because people are going to need to know about it. You understand?
Yeah.
So you just got to be aware that situation, kind of lying and falsifying documentation and all that, is not getting you anywhere.
Well, I'll just go ahead and call all this off myself on my end as well then.
So you understand, there's a lot of stuff that you've said here and done that one, it's illegal. Two, it's you're falsifying stuff. You understand you're taking away from what people have really done. That's a lot of bullshit here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you understand the gravity of it.
Yes, I do. But see, there's nothing that I was stationed with Special Operations Units. That's the thing. I was there. But
you were on the base eating at the same chow hall with those guys, William. When you talk about being assigned with them, going out on missions with them, being trained in EOD and underwater demolitions, you're misleading people. You're lying. And that SEAL Trident, dude, that ain't any good. Now, I'm going to have to go and call that reporter down there and talk to him about redoing that bullshit story. Contact the Wounded Warriors and undo this. I tell you to get that Facebook page down and try to stay out of trouble. You're not doing yourself any good, or you're tarnishing the reputation of the Navy and everything else mentioning that. You served your country for 3 years and a whole 4 months. And that should have been good enough to you, for you. But no, you've gone another route. Go get a job and quit claiming to be a SEAL and tagging onto these Wounded Warrior programs. You weren't none of that. Okay? That's all I got.
All right. So you understand where we're at with this, Billy?
yeah, I do understand where you guys are at with that. I'm with the Wounded Warrior through PTSD, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I don't want you to be affiliated with my name any longer out there at all.
Okay.
I better not see that in any way.
No, you won't see it. You won't see it anymore.
All right. All right.
I just want to have
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, Billy, don't fuck with us on this, because if people need to make a visit, then you're going to get visited. You understand where I'm coming from here?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Don, thanks. Give me a call if you need me.
Okay, guys. See ya.
Yeah.
I thought I'd let the Sergeant Major close that one out, but I did want to jump in there about the PTSD thing. He just mentioned at the tail end of that. The only way you could have PTSD from what he did is the chow being so bad over there in Iraq that it just fucking gave him fucking nightmares. But I love it when the services come together. So, Army Special Forces, blah. Navy SEALs, blah. Get a phony and save some money for the taxpayers and get it to well-deserving guys and gals. And you fucking phonies, stop climbing on our backs, man. Not good. I don't know what he had in store for that, but I know he had something big in mind. He was going to keep building this story up and just tagging along. There was no way he was going on the Appalachian Trail to just merely donate money, raise money for special operations children left behind from their fallen fathers. What a clown. What a clown.